Working on this podcast was muy divertido. Me encanta una buena love story.
Oh, y a mí también. Speaking of love stories, I love it when our sponsors are actually brands that I know, like Kellogg's.
Tell me more.
I remember los desayunos in Mexico when I loved having Fruity Lupis y mi hermano Zucaritas. Roar of Tigre Toño included. And Mama always had cornflakes. That's what I call them. But she always had cornflakes.
And now, what are your favoritos?
Siempre mis Fruity Lupis, but now I call them Fruit Loops. Y mi nuevo favorito, Special K.
Well, I guess that's why they say Kellogg's is in a mom's stable aquí y allá.
Sonoro.
Sonoro and the Mashup Americans present Love Noraebang.
Okay, so we've tagged along on Jaesun's private jet and traveled over 6,000 miles from Los Angeles to arrive an hour outside of Seoul. Whoa, so much neon. Looks like Blade Runner here.
도착했습니다.
Perfect. We're early. 건우야, 짐을 부탁해. Hey, Anna. I just landed. About to head into a meeting with my dad. I'll call you as soon as I'm free. Miss you already.
왔어. 여행은 어땠어?
아빠, 좋았어.
You're early.
Learn from the best.
Come, sit. Hyun, some tea, please.
Thank you, Hyun.
My pleasure, sir.
Hyun, could you please hand me the file for the American expansion project? The rest of the board is very pleased. Any doubts about your leadership abilities have been quelled. Let's talk about your extemporaneous but successful stratagem at the meeting.
I improvised. I sensed that hardballing the offer wasn't going to work.
Your quick wit saved you this time, but you mustn't be afraid to go after what you want, unequivocally. Something to work on.
Yes, Appa.
Good. I'll hand this over to Mr. Rowe, and he'll oversee this project while you're serving.
I'd like to stay involved.
Hyun, could you please excuse us?
Of course, sir.
How is my favorite son?
I'm your only son.
Oh, I changed my mind then. Kunu tells me Anna dropped you off at the airport. Is she the reason why you want to stay involved?
Yes and no.
I thought this was just a wet, hot American summer fling.
Appa, gross.
Well, you spent an entire month with a girl you barely know, then took her to Mexico City on our company jet. Textbook. Wet, hot American summer.
Please stop saying that.
She must have been very sad to see you go.
It's not like that. She's more than just a fling. She's special.
Chum, you fall with your heart too easily, huh? If you must fall with your head.
In layman's terms, please. I don't speak dad.
And when you fall with your head, you learn your lesson. Chloe does this, and she never has to learn the same mistake twice.
She definitely hasn't told you about Tanya, then.
I thought she was dating a doctor who had a dreamboat.
No, Chichul doesn't own a dreamboat. He is the dreamboat.
아이 참, dreamboat가 뭐야?
Continue, please.
You though, okay, my favorite 아들. You learn with your heart, and that gets you in trouble.
In high school, Mr. Jang asked to meet with you because I wasn't getting into enough trouble.
When it comes to the matters of the heart, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not.
Anna's different, Appa.
How do you know?
All my life, I've been surrounded by the same faces. Everyone looks at me like I'm the answer to all their problems. But when Anna looks at me, it's like I'm just a person. Not Mr. Choi's son, not a VP. I'm just Chaesun. It's like the pressure's off and she sees me. And when I look at her, it's like seeing an answer to a question I never knew to ask.
And what answer is that?
I don't know, but I'm okay with that. I have the rest of my life to figure it out.
Rest of your life?
You would like her. She has a different kind of ambition. She's building upon her grandparents' vision while keeping her parents' spirit alive.
The restaurant is a family business.
It's more than that. It's a home, a place where people can celebrate and commune. And I'm realizing we can do that with our business too. In fact, it's our responsibility.
As a conglomerate, we have many responsibilities. To our shareholders, our employees. We're helping to build the infrastructure of our country.
Appa, we need to stop looking at what we do as a singular development project. We have the power to do good for people. That's why I want to go back. I want to bring to our company the same spirit Anna has for her restaurant. Aren't you going to say something?
I've never heard you speak like this before.
No one's made me feel this way before. Let me take the American expansion when I'm done, and I'll show you.
If only time were a resource that we could harness. 바람처럼, you know?
Well, then let me run like the wind on this project, Appa. I can do this.
Your conscription is 2 years.
You're always telling me these things take time.
You won't have the support you have here.
Haraboji didn't either when he started.
할아버지 got his start on the docks in Busan as an errand boy.
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
I'll have Gunu attend all the meetings in LA while you're gone. He's been asking for more responsibilities. He'll brief you when you get back.
Thanks, Appa. I'll make you proud. You'll see.
재선아, this promotion to senior vice president isn't just in title. It comes with its own set of complications.
Oh, you worry too much.
Our adversaries are watching.
You and the chairman of MJ Group have known each other since prep school. That one bid he lost was so long ago. Can't you guys just squash it?
It was 14 contracts. His college girlfriend, and now my son is nabbing deals from under his son. A kick dog never forgets.
See you at dinner.
I told 아주머니 to make japchae and galbi, your favorite.
Chloe Nuna's gonna be so jealous.
She really does love 아주머니's food. So, tell me about this. This Tanya. Are she and Chloe dating?
How much time you got?
But the sweet catch-up between father and son could only last so long, because Jaesun left Anna and came back to Seoul for just one reason.
We're here. Dongsan Army Training Camp.
What's with that ridiculously huge clock at the camp's entrance?
Counting down the minutes you have left to finish boot camp.
Subtle.
With focus, it'll be at 0 before you know it. That's how I got through it. No distractions.
Thanks, but you didn't have someone waiting for you halfway around the world.
You have an obligation to your shareholders, your business partners, and most importantly, your father.
What's the point of all that if you can't be with the one you love?
I think this service will be good for you to clear your head of Anna and figure out what you need to do as heir apparent to Choi Enterprises.
Okay, Kono. I'll see you soon.
For the next 5 weeks, Jaesun would be in basic training with young men, some of them college kids almost a decade younger than him. But he hoped that the shared experience would bring them together. Jaesun turned in his tailored Berluti suits for fatigues, his off-whites for combat boots, and his luxurious conditioned hair for the standard army buzz cut. Even though he was back in his country of birth, Jaesun felt like he was a long way from home.
훈련병 황원! Welcome to my hair salon, recruits. Get your ass in the chair. I want to see skulls cleaner than a baby's butt. Recruit Purimjung! What in Blackpink's name are you looking at, you piss pile of puke? Recruit Jaesun Choi. Hey, you're Sookmin Choi's kid of Choi Enterprises.
Yes.
Sir.
Huh?
It's sir to you, you rich prick.
Yes, sir.
Give him the number 2.
What's a number 2?
The shit haircut.
Great. 48.
This ain't sleepaway camp. Louder!
49.
What are you, nuns in church? I want those North Korean bitches to hear us coming for their ass.
50.
You call yourselves soldiers? Another 50! You should be ashamed of yourselves. Rich pricks looking at me funny.
I didn't say...
Add another 50!
But...
Another 50!
Yo, shut the fuck up, rich prick.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Chung. Now, gentlemen, we don't got all day.
1.
Louder!
2.
Hi. Valet's only $2, but there's street parking in the back. Sorry, Jason, just got to work. Also, have you gotten any of my other voice memos? Can't believe you've been in boot camp with no phone for 5 weeks. But you'll have access to it once you get placed, right? Does this mean you're now even more shredded? You know Shang-Chi is my favorite superhero. Just kidding. You're my fave. Okay. Hope you're making a lot of friends and getting all the character building you wanted out of it. Say hi to all your new friends for me, Jaesun. Whiting. I'm rooting for you.
Yo, let's go back to our coastline. Amy from Pomona wants to dedicate a song to her partner Rebecca in Glendale. She says, there's no place like home when we're together. Rebecca, the song goes out to you.
Oh, that's our Noraebang song.
Stuck in your eyes. Time falls apart. Forever's not that far. You're the one I can wait for.
What the hell? A +82 area code. Jason?
Wow. Hearing your voice is much better than I had imagined.
It's even better in person. How was boot camp? Did you survive?
Chung-sung.
Is that a yes?
Chung-sung. Listen, we just had our graduation ceremony and I only get 2 minutes before they cut the line. And Kanu's gonna pick me up any minute.
So this is a speed date?
Yes.
Okay, top 5 things you learned during boot camp.
Oh, no. What if we talked about that later?
Please, it's been 5 weeks. I'm dying to know everything.
Okay. I'm the oldest guy here.
1.
My drill sergeant knows all of Blackpink's music.
Sounds like Valentina's type of guy. 2.
The food sucks.
3.
I miss happy hour at Don Dago's.
Aw. 4.
I miss you. I miss your smile. I miss hugging you. I miss your laugh. And I miss...
Okay. That's more than 5.
Your turn. Top 5 things you saw today.
The back of my eyelids.
1.
Pastries from Paris Baguette.
2.
Dog shit.
Ugh. 3.
A hummingbird.
Did you make a wish? 4.
A picture of us. Yes.
5.
Oye.
¿Cómo es?
Anna? Anna! God.
With one of the largest standing armed forces in the world, Korea has nearly 600,000 active duty military personnel, and Jaesun was merely a drop in its sea of soldiers. As he struggled to stay afloat, Anna had woes of her own to face.
This is so much money. How are we going to pay for all this?
We're not. This is obviously a scam.
Scammers don't leave a paper trail.
Okay, marketing 101, drive profitable customer action.
And unlike your class, if we fail to see that this rent hike notice is real, we'll get an F for eviction.
That doesn't make any sense.
You don't make any
okay,
sense.
Just throw
What
it
are
away.
they teaching?
They're teaching me to not get scammed.
What's up?
Nothing.
You two never agree on anything, tell me.
Someone's trying to scam us.
First of all, we have to send money to get scammed. We got this in the mail today.
I said tried, not that it happened. I just want my life to be like a Korean drama, tonto.
What? How? They can't do this, can they?
I don't know.
Did you try calling them?
We were just about to.
I don't know why Helen wouldn't tell us. She's practically family.
Not anymore.
Don't they need to give us notice?
I think this is the notice.
Omni Realty.
Omni Realty? Where's Helen?
I'm sorry, do you have a last name and a property number?
Helen McDowell. She's our landlord. Property number 8589063.
Oh, Mrs. McDowell sold the lease to us a few weeks ago.
Is that why our rent went up?
10 times.
10 times?
It sounds like your lease was up for renewal and the terms of your lease were updated to reflect the median rate in the area.
But isn't that something we negotiate together?
That's discretionary. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to call. Rent is due the first of every month, no exceptions.
If we have to pay this new rent, we're going to be at a huge deficit in a year.
Well, isn't that when we have to start paying back the loan?
Yep.
I don't understand. We've been in this building for 40 years. How could Helen do this to us?
Maybe she got bought out. Real estate in Koreatown's selling like hotcakes.
Now is not a good time for your outdated references, Mark. If this scam is real, maybe we should just use the loan towards paying rent instead of the salsa line. We can always launch it later.
This isn't a scam.
It feels like it. I mean, how can they just increase the rent 10 times without giving us time to prepare? We cannot pay for the loan and this rent scam and my tuition.
What do we say? If you can't handle the heat in the kitchen,
get out.
Necesitas trabajar hacia algún objetivo. This is a new restaurant goal we can work towards. We've been talking about growing, right?
Yeah, but if we grow too fast, we might get stretch marks.
부회장님?
Hey, Gonu. Thanks for picking me up.
Hey, Rich Brick, don't mind us. We're just taking the shitty bus home.
Can you please roll up the window?
Your phone. They've already texted your military placement.
This department was the last place I wanted to be. I requested to be in the field.
They must have assigned you to the military headquarters because of your fluency in English. Something the matter?
It's fine.
I spent my 2 years in the infantry, digging trenches along the DMZ. I often lost the feeling in my arms from the work. One of our guys snapped and almost beat another man to death. Many soldiers would covet your placement, sir. Appreciate what you have. You will thank me at the end.
Only time will tell.
It's true what they say. You can't always get what you want. Nobody wants to live in uncertainty about the future. Who can live with constant pressure and scrutiny? So I guess I'm not so sure about the next part. But you get what you need. Are these challenges what Anna and Jaesun need so they can grow on their own and come back together stronger? Or will life tear them apart? Only time will tell.
Love and Noraebang is produced by Sonoro and the Mashup Americans. Executive produced by Camila Victoriano and Joshua Weinstein for Sonoro, and Amy S. Choi and Rebecca Lehrer for the Mashup Americans. Directed by Amy S. Choi and Rebecca Lehrer. Written by Quincy Cho and Anthony Aguilar. Supervising producer, Sofia de Antuniano. Project manager, Shelby Sandlin. Post-production supervisor, Israel Perez Piz. Story editor, Amy S. Choi and Rebecca Lehrer. Script coordinator, Paula Estrada. Casting by Camila Victoriano, Amy S. Choi, and Rebecca Lehrer. Casting directors, Natalie Ballesteros, Alan Luna, and Michelle Adams. Audio engineer, Manny Bulnes. Dialogue editor, Daniel Padilla. Sound designer and Foley artist, Manny Bulnes. Music editor, Laura Cruz. Orchestration and score, Laura Cruz. Assembly and mixdown, Manny Bulnes. Original song, Underneath the Lights by Laura Cruz, with vocals by Jen Kwok and additional production by Jen Kwok and Jody Shelton. Mastering by Alex DeWinter. Performances in this episode by Justin H. Min, Francia Raiza, Randall Park, Emily Tosta, June Yoon, Rafael Torres, Steve Lim, and Phil Yu.